What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Joe Rogan's move to Spotify started today here on September 1st. And Joe Rogan, for the most part, is universally liked. Maybe by everyone except people on the far left. In my opinion, mostly because he'll poke fun at them, but also people on all kind of extreme sides Joe Rogan's happy to poke fun at. But I noticed something, and the internet noticed something today. As his catalog went live on Spotify, just about 43 episodes were missing from the show, and it's awfully suspicious who's on that list. Before I get into that, just a quick word from this video sponsor, Domain. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Domain. You know I love strategy card games, and over the past several months, I've been playing Domain. You can play the game without ever spending a penny. You earn cards through gameplay, or if you want, you can buy them. And you can actually trade cards, unlike most of our modern day big CCGs like Magic and Hearthstone. I miss that greatly. There's been a ton of new improvements, a new deck builder, a brand new UI, superior reconnection handling and loading times, 50 new cards, improved AI, rebalance cards, new abilities, and Discord tournaments. Get in there and play with me and with others. If you're looking for a new challenge, just enter thedomain.com. The link will be in the description below and in the pinned comment. Plus, they love hearing your feedback on how to make the game better, so don't hold back. Join their Discord. I look forward to playing a little Domain with you. So yeah, if you like trading card games, check them out. They've been a strong sponsor of the channel for a long time. Now, we see Michaela Peterson, Jordan Peterson's daughter, putting out a tweet just about 3 hours ago. Okay, getting demon from YouTube is one thing. At least I didn't completely shut down my channel. However, this is completely different. Spotify is not uploading select Joe Rogan episodes, including my episode. You can see this is straight up censorship. Absolutely ridiculous. My episode with Joe is 1164 and is not on Spotify, along with some other episodes. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, this could just be, a glitch. He had to move over 2,000 thousands of episodes. Maybe some got kind of lost in the mix, or they failed the process or something like that. But when you start to look at the list, it starts to look a lot more suspicious. Owen Benjamin, Chris D'Elia, Sargon of Akkad, Alex Jones, Tommy Chong, Alex Jones Returns, Nick Kroll. Although I'm not sure why Nick Kroll was on that list. Maybe he said something. Obviously, Chris D'Elia has his controversy. Sargon, the thing that people are acting surprised about is that Spotify is a far left-leaning organization. They are. Spotify is super woke, and I stopped paying them money a long time ago, way before everybody got ultra, super new levels of woke, because they had several times in the past banned people from their platform and made ridiculous public statements. If we look at some of the news is starting to cover, you see Joe Rogan Experience Review. Spotify's $100 million man owns the libs for 5 long hours. A lucrative new deal does not seem to have changed the podcasting's leading libertarian one bit. I don't think Joe Rogan's a libertarian, but I could be wrong with that. They give it a 3 out of 5. Except it has changed him. Now, what can Joe do about this? He's got 100 million reasons not to say anything. But I think it's reasonable that he should be able to comment on this. These are some huge episodes. By the way, some of the largest episodes Joe Rogan's ever had, especially in particular Alex Jones. You can see some people are starting to cover it now. This is via Sputnik. The golden age of podcasts is marred by the deplatforming of some voices. Joe Rogan Experience, one of the most popular podcasts out there, hit Spotify Tuesday without several high-profile guests. Spotify appears to have adopted an overly sensitive approach to Joe Rogan's podcast, choosing not to upload dozens of episodes featuring conservative speakers. This was first noticed by Michaela Peterson, the daughter of prominent intellectual Jordan Peterson. She wrote in a tweet, "This is straight up censorship." According to a Redditor who came cross-checked Spotify's full archive and a list of all episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience, Spotify has not uploaded a total of 46 entries. Those missing episodes most notably included conversations with conservative speakers like Adam Kokesh, don't really know who that much about him, a 2020 Libertarian presidential candidate who calls for the dissolving of the federal government, Milo Yiannopoulos, a British right-wing commentator, previously banned from Twitter and Facebook, Alex Jones, Owen Benjamin. It seems like pretty obvious to me that Spotify did ban these episodes. It's unclear whether Spotify has not uploaded these dozens of episodes with Joe Rogan content. His show, which has dominated the Apple charts and YouTube views, landed on Spotify on Tuesday as a part of a multi-year exclusive licensing agreement with the platform. Peterson's daughter has previously had her YouTube channel demonetized for some other spicy reasons. But it's interesting when you look at Joe's latest tweet. You could say, hey man, Spotify is buggy. This is awesome. You can start to see, I don't like that YouTube censors things. Joe Rogan, Spotify, hey Jamie, put that down. You have all sorts of comments starting to leak in now. The Joe Rogan Experience retains ownership of the show and full creative show control over its output. Yet Spotify are already actively censoring episodes. What's going on here? I think that it's pretty obvious that Spotify is choosing to remove some of these people. It will remain free. It will remain the exact same show, said Rogan. It's just a licensing deal, so Spotify won't have any creative control over the show. They just want me to continue doing what I'm doing the way I am right now. You're a sellout, Joe. I mean, I don't think that the majority of his fans are going to push back against this, but to me, you know, it's pretty obvious that Spotify pulled these. When you look at the actual list, where's the actual list here? There's a lot of people. I mean, Rogan's own subreddit. I mean, Eddie Bravo, which is he's like a flat earther. Joey Diaz, who's pretty spicy and had a little bit of a controversy recently. Brian Callen, I'm not sure why that is. Joey Diaz again. I mean, this is his friend, dude. Like, Rogan has Joey Diaz on all the time. And because he's a little bit of a controversy around him, he's just like, yeah, that's cool. I'll take my $100 million and maybe he did fight for these people. Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo, Milo Yiannopoulos, Gavin McInnes. This is obvious censorship. And it's an obvious political bias. Milo Yiannopoulos, Stefan Molyneux, David Seaman, Louis Theroux. Really? Louis Theroux? But it's interesting to me. What's obvious about it is that it's the same people multiple times. It's not like, oh, you're missing this podcast, all your podcasts from January. It's everything he'd done with Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia gone. Chris D'Elia gone. Owen Benjamin, Sargon of Akkad, Gavin McInnes. These are all people that are obviously, it's all tied to their name. And it's not, how do I say, they're all over the place. You have episodes as little as before 100 episodes. Now, episode 97, episode 57, right? These are missing. But now you have episode 702, 640, 820, 911 with Alex Jones, 1400s. I mean, they're all over the place. Pretty pathetic. I don't think that, and a lot of people are saying, well, maybe it's just a transfer thing. Everything's moved over. Nah, I think there's just too much here. Can anything be done about this? No. You can let Joe Rogan know that you're not going to pay for Spotify if Spotify is going to have creative control over the guests he can have. You know, it does put into question very seriously, is this going to affect the guests that Joe Rogan has on his show in the future? Some of the best episodes he's ever had were when he had Alex Jones on. It was just wild. It created some of the best memes. And what? Now has Joe Rogan quietly behind the scenes said, well, I'm not going to platform him anymore? Will he even be able to? Given clearly Spotify. Can he bring Chris D'Elia back on? Because all we've seen really with Chris D'Elia are claims, no evidence. So what happens when Chris D'Elia is cleared? Is he going to be allowed a platform to clear his name? Doesn't appear so. I'm not sure why Nick Kroll's on this list. Maybe he's got a little interest. He's got some sort of controversy. But Gavin, obviously, these people are all right-leaning. I don't see any, people that I would consider super left-leaning on here. Joey Diaz, he's had a little bit of a me as well thing going on with him. Is he going to be allowed back on the show? So is Joe Rogan just going to ignore a lot of the people that helped him build his show because now he's gotten that Spotify money? It certainly looks that way, unless he makes some sort of public statement, which I hope he does. I have faith that he will, but 100 million reasons why he won't. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.